Alright, what's going on? I installed the lights, the passing lights here in the front. You know, they have the black trim ring, then the black inset on the inside. So that looks good. Of course, when I ordered the parts from Custom Dynamics, not sure how I did this. And I got all the way down to the end, to the last part, and I was like, hey, wait a minute. Something's not right here. I'm missing a wire to actually do the signaling. So when I look here, you can see 2006 to 2013. So clearly ordered the wrong one. And I didn't find out. I didn't even recognize it until I got to the end. Everything else I ordered was 2021, was up to 2021, except this one piece. And this is probably not complicated to do, but with all the wiring and cutting and a little bit of splicing, all of it is kind of installed now. So I kind of fucked that up. So I'll call Custom Dynamics and see if they'll let me return it. But this is pretty much how it looks when it cuts on. Yeah, so that's pretty much how that looks when it cuts on. So I think it's a good look. And what's supposed to happen is when you signal, you know, this round here is supposed to switch to amber, but the amber white module just doesn't work with this year bike. Maybe the CAN bus or whatever, something. But we'll get it figured out, because I really did want this to signal, so that way that's signaling, this is signaling, it all has the same uniform look. I was going to install the vent light, but I didn't get around to doing that. So maybe I'll do that later today or either tomorrow. I don't bother doing too many install videos because there's so many on YouTube that it doesn't really, I don't think it really matters much. So this is the stock seat that comes on the bike, and it's okay. I'm 5'7", 5'8", maybe. So what I did was I ordered a new seat, and I wanted one that had a backrest, because the other bike, the 04, had a backrest on it, and it was a Mustang seat, and I was pretty comfy with it. And this seat is comfortable, especially when you're riding and you could just sit back. So that is comfortable, but I don't mind being just a little bit lower. So I got a Mustang seat, another one again. Model number 79725 with the diamond stitch. So it's supposed to fit this bike. You know, it's funny, you go on one site and it says it doesn't, and you go to another site, it says it does. So I just went to the Mustang site, and they said it's all good. So here's the backrest. Diamond stitched. And, you know, I was hoping that I would be able to use the one from my old bike, because when I got rid of that particular bike, I did put the old seat back on, but the seats are different now, with the way that they do them. They're just different. You know, the one that I had a little thing that stuck out and stuck in there, but now they have it where the opening is actually in the seat itself, and they have a piece coming out of there. So that is the difference with some of these seats. And I don't know if this is any lower. It doesn't really look like it. It looks kind of like the same to me. If anything, it might be a little higher. But anyway, there you figure it out. I still wanted the backrest, and I could have got the backrest from Harley, but it looks so sloppy. Just the way it hangs on the side. But this is the Mustang seat. You see it has the diamond stitch. You lift this up, and backrest piece goes in there. You have your little connectors. You have your bag, which pliers. They even give you a bib, so that's good too. So anyway, let me get this all unboxed. Let me get this unwrapped, the rest of it off of it, and then we'll try to get it on the bike. Alright, so we'll get started on this. We got some of the parts that come is the slotted mounting nuts. So that's why if you want to ride two up and you have the passenger seat back there in the back, then you can just slide the seat right onto it. You have some nylon shoulder washers. You have two of those, two chrome washers, and a mini bib. I have another bib that I'm going to try to use and see if that works out. So let's get this stuff off and let's see if this seat fits. Because like I said, Mustang said it did fit, but a few other sites said it did not fit. So we're going to see. Well, there we go. This is the Mustang seat. This is a little different than the one that I had before. You know, I did have the wide tripper or whatever they call it. I did have that before. This seems to be a little thicker than what I thought, but it has less cushion over here on the side, so your legs kind of come down a little closer. This piece back here, mechanism works a little better than the other one. The other one I had, you just pull it up and down, and it didn't really stop anywhere. You know, you really had to lay on it to make it stop, but this one actually has these little grooves. The other one had grooves too, but for whatever reason, it didn't really stop in any one place. You had to pull it up and kind of lay on it. But these, they actually stop in place. So there's like 5 settings on here. So I'll give it a whirl, ride it around for a while, see if I like it. But I did want to have a backrest. The seat is harder than the stock seat, that's for sure. So like I said, this seat does feel way different than in terms of how hard it is than the seat that I had before. But you know how it is. You got to ride them and kind of work them down. So that's where we're at with that. And we got another package here to open up and see what we can install on the bike. Just little small cosmetic things is all that I'm trying to do. This one is simple. It's just one of these screws, just screw in the back. So since I have this Mustang bib on there, I'm not going to bother installing this other piece with a quick install. Alright, so that's done. Whew, that one was hard. Can't believe I got through it. So what I'm going to try to do now too is on here is install this shorter antenna. I got this other one, not sure if it's going to work or not, but we'll see how it works. Like I said, I don't really listen to the radio that much, so I'm not too concerned about it. I just wanted a lower profile antenna It might look a little better. All right. So now we got the bag back on, so it doesn't look that bad. Put the backrest on there. But again, like I said, I'll run it for a while, see how I like it. I also have this other product that I'm going to try to install. Shouldn't be that big of a deal to install it. This is the bullet antenna from Alpha Defense. So it's a little short antenna. So I bought it for my 2015 that I'm gonna sell, but I'm gonna try this guy out and see how it looks. I'm not too concerned about reception, again, because I don't really listen to the radio, and I don't believe this is used for GPS. But anyway, it's supposed to be just as good as stock. At least that's what they say. So that's what it is, bullet antenna. And of course I got it in black. So all you do is just twist off this antenna here and then twist this guy on. You have to maybe find the right connector to make sure that it connects. But then after that, you should be good to go. So I'll be back after I finish the putting it on, see how it looks. I do have to make sure when I put it on that I try to have that Alpha Defense thing facing in instead of out. I don't think I want the actual wording to be out. All right, back. All right, so we got the little stubby guy on. Don't look that bad. Little short guy right here. So I guess when I put the bag on, you'll barely be able to see it. The reception was a little, I'm in the garage, so it's hard to tell about the reception. But that's basically how it looked. Let me see if I can get it a little closer. That's pretty much how it looks. A little short guy. But I'll, when I put the bag on, I'll do it a little better. I also have a replacement tri-bar light. So I guess while I'm back here, I might as well do that as well. Change this tri-bar light. I was gonna try to fuck around and take this guy off, but I guess it's really not that big of a deal because in the daytime, when these lights are, when the bike is actually on, this is all red in anyway, so that's the difference. Just be more red. Get there and try to deal with that tri-bar light. And then you can see the little Alpha Defense antenna there. And it seems like it works fine. From reception on the radio, still seems about the same. So that's okay. So I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do the tri-bar light, which is also from Custom Dynamics. It's supposed to be brighter. It's supposed to be brighter than the stock light. I don't know, probably a waste of money. But I'll do this today. And then I'll probably, just in case I didn't show it, this guy, the Pro Beam, also got it in smoked. And then I'll probably do the front fairing lights too while I'm out here. I might as well get that done as well. I do have the latch lights and the lights back here. Maybe I'll do those tomorrow because it's not that big a deal. Just put these on and stick them through and then run them underneath and then you're done. And then these, to remove these, I guess I could drill a hole on the other side and just kind of push it out or get some heat and push it out. I'd like to try to keep these if I could. But we'll see. Anyway, I would show a video on how to install it, but again, there's plenty of videos out there on installing this stuff. But basically to get underneath the back of the bike. There's a there's like a little case that it sits in, so you have to unsnap that, pull it back, then you pull out the two plugs. You pull out the two plugs on the side. Pull out the two plugs on the side, and then you plug them in here. Then you just plug them into here, boom and boom. So shouldn't be that big of a deal, but we'll see. Hey, what's up, bro? You too, bro. Thanks for chopping it off, man. Amazon. Another package.